It's 5. We're live. That is no jive. It's Tuesday. What are you going to do? Well, if you're here with old JC, you're going to break on through. Come on in the house. Oh, yeah, here they come. John Adam is in the house right now. Pull up a seat, John. Let a few people get in here before I give the agenda for today. Boy, that was a hell of a 100th episode, wasn't it? I had 2 guests, Little Coleman and Sir Barry Hannibal. That was a hell of an episode. I know all y'all are going, damn, Jeff Clayton, what are you going to do? What are you going to do today to top that? You probably ain't got not much planned. You probably showed up not even knowing what the hell you're going to talk about again, like you do sometime. And if you said that, or if you thought that, you would be correct. I don't know what the hell I'm going to talk about today. But I will tell you this. And this may be bad news to some, good news to others. But it's going to be a shorter episode of Break On Through because there is some TCB going on in this town. And I'm right in the middle of it. So at first I was going to have the episode appear on Wednesday. But it just wasn't working out that way. So instead of not getting a Break On Through this week, you will get a condensed Break On Through. So, without further ado, I do have a special guest today. Maybe if you read the newspapers, maybe if you watch the news, you know that he is a punk rock legend. He's been a part of this band in one way, shape, or form or the other for over 25 years. Who could it be, you might ask? Well, there's no need to even ask anymore. Not even need to think about it anymore because I'm getting ready to lay it on the line to you. It's Mad Brother Ward. Tell him about it, Mad Brother.
Woo! That's right.
Look at it!
Look at that. Look at that. That's like, I mean, it's like the trifecta, only just in twos.
It's a duofecta.
See, that's mathematics, y'all.
Yeah. Math,
yeah. See, I'm wearing glasses now, and that makes me smart.
Yeah. I told him to leave his glasses on because it made him look smart.
And I put my name on my hat, so I'll never lose it. Smart.
His name is Draw. See? D-R-A-W. Draw Brother Ward.
Because we're artists.
So, Mad Brother Ward.
Yes, sir.
I hear you got a solo single out. Is this true?
That is a true statement of fact.
Tell the people a little bit about it. I've told them a little bit about it.
It's on Ruin Records. Look it up at ruinrecords.com. It's a single-sided 2-song 7-inch with an etched B-side, blue vinyl, all that cool collector nerd shit. Songs were recorded several years ago for a planned compilation of all the Mad Brother Ward stuff that's going to hopefully happen sometime in the future.
That sounds like a TPOS release to me.
That sounds very much like a TPOS release. I believe that would be correct. You need to talk to the mogul at TPOS.
I know him.
When all that mogling's going to happen.
I know him pretty good. So, the reason I'm here with Mad Brother Ward is because we have a couple programs this week. Now, all you bands out there, you can say, "Oh man, we got shows, man." Y'all can do shows all you want. We don't do shows. We do cultural events. When we play, something happens. You understand me? It's not, oh, we get our girlfriends in and they tell us we were great and, oh yeah, man. And we tell the other group that we hated that they were great too and we should do more shows together. We don't do that. We do cultural events when we perform. When us four get together and make our thing happen, things happen. Planets do weird things. The ocean does weird things because it is a force of nature which you cannot stop. That's how we've lasted for almost 40 years.
Which is crazy because I ain't yet 40 years old.
He's not even 40 years old. We were together before he was born. You're older than 40 years old. That fucking hat's 40 years old.
Can't fade that shit.
Okay. So, Thursday night, we will be where we have basically become the house band at Ground Zero in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Opening for our good pal, Wednesday 13. So, from what I understand, the doors are at 6 o'clock. So, get there early. Will it sell out? I don't know. What am I, a ticket taker? I don't know if it's going to sell out. But if you want to make sure you get there, I'd be there around 6 o'clock. This ain't going to be no all-night festival either. So, the next night, April Fool's Day, April 1st, at Reggie's 42nd Street. What is it, a bar, a saloon, a grill, a roadhouse?
All of it. Why not all of it?
Reggie's in Wilmington, North Carolina. We'll be live with the great band from Raleigh, North Carolina called Knowledge is for Fools. KIF, if you just don't want to say all that. That's actually way too many words for me. I like to just call them KIF. But they will also be playing with a very unique band, one of my favorites, Street Clones from Wilmington, North Carolina. Been a while since we've been to Wilmington. We like Wilmington because there's a battleship there, and we like it for other reasons. But Matt, Brother Ward, what do you think we should tell the people? What is there anything that the people need to know?
Well, I'm hearing it. I can hear it because I can hear it. And you know what they're saying?
What
When are you coming to see? When are you gonna come to California? When are you gonna come to Minnesota? When you gonna? That's not what we're talking about. You come to Carolina if you want to see the action come down. I don't care what you got to do. Steal a car, quit your job, whatever you got to do, rob a bank. I don't care. It's none of my business. You just got to do what you got to do. Because we ain't coming to California. We ain't coming to Minnesota. We're not coming to anywhere but the Carolinas. And if you want to see it, you got to come to where the action's happening.
You know, I get every time we announce a show, oh, so you're playing Spartanburg. Man, how come you don't play Des Moines, Iowa? Well, what kind of routing would that say? Okay, Spartanburg, Wilmington, Des Moines. Where does that fit? Malcolm Tent drives 13 hours one way to come down here so we can rehearse, so that when we get in front of the crowd and make the things happen that only we can make happen, we are in top-notch form. But you guys, you want us to play your front porch. I would come to Spartanburg, but you think you guys will play Chesney, South Carolina, which is what 40 miles away? No, we're not going. Back in my day, when we wanted to see somebody, we found out AC/DC's playing in Fort Wayne, Indiana. You know what we do? Find a map showing us how to get to Fort Wayne, Indiana, and go. Now, I know these days you got to take out a loan to do that, but that's also not my problem.
That ain't no lie. Back in my day, if I wanted to go see them in Lenore or in Myrtle Beach or anywhere in the region, you know what I did? I got my car, or I thumbed a ride with somebody else, and I did what I had to do to make it happen. And I did it a lot.
That's right. How many ANTiSEEN shows do you think you've seen before you started playing
God,
ANTiSEEN
I
shows?
couldn't even begin to guess.
Hundreds.
Probably.
You've played hundreds.
I don't know if I've played hundreds yet.
Have you played 100 yet?
Yeah, I'm over 100, but there's no telling. I mean, 30 years of shows.
I've been to every ANTiSEEN show there's ever been.
That's true. I can vouch for that.
I'll tell you a weird piece of trivia. That back when we were, the first time that we were a 5-piece during the Honor Among Thieves time period, actually, shortly after that, we had, it was me, Joe Young, Brad Keeter on drums, Dana Ace Davis on guitar, on second guitar, and during Honor Among Thieves, we had Dale Duncan playing bass. But the switch over from Dale to Marlon Cherry happened while we were still a 5-piece. And one night there was a battle of the bands on Freedom Drive here in Charlotte. There was a store that used to be called, God, what was that store? Right Way, Ridgeway? Remember the store with the colored triangles on top? Richway. It was Richway. It was a Richway. It was called the Freedom Mall. And they were having a battle of the bands. And we showed up, all 5 of us. And we're just like, yeah, we want to play on Battle of the Bands, man. We're ANTiSEEN. I said, okay, we'll get you on. Well, we waited and waited and waited. And eventually Joe met a female there and wanted to go off with her and maybe write some songs or something. I don't know, but he left, and we just hung around, and they said, "Okay, ANTiSEEN's on." So we're just like, "Well, fuck it." So we played a show. We played about 5 songs with just Marlon Cherry, Ace Davis, me, and Brad Keeter. No Joe Young. And you know, since then, there have been a lot of times where a member couldn't make a show for some reason, and we would just call a former member and get them to fill in. Back when Phil Keller was playing drums, Phil had to call out a few times, and we called Barry like with probably less than 24 hours notice and played. I don't remember what towns in particular, but I remember once we played Roanoke, and Barry just got his drums out of. We called him, "Hey man, we got a show Saturday in Roanoke. Phil can't make it. Can you fill in?" "Yeah, give me the set list." You know, baby man. Well, okay, here it is. And he got his drums out of storage or whatever on Friday, and then we loaded them up in the car on Saturday, and we went and did the show. He's a goddamn professional. But what time we got, my brother Warren?
I do not wear a watch.
We're cutting it close today. Okay. All right. So I would like to bring up something, a little bit on a serious note here. A very, very good friend of ours, Chris Cook, who usually makes it to the Spartanburg shows. He will not be at the Spartanburg show this Thursday. He is in the hospital where he has been for several weeks, part of that time in a coma. And I tried to copy the links from the GoFundMe that someone made for him and his family. I put them on the ANTiSEEN page and on my personal page. But because of how Facebook does with things when you borrow or share from somewhere, you don't get the same amount of traffic. So I would like to invite you people to please look at those posts, and if you would, as a favor to us and to help out some really good people. Chris Cook, probably for the last 6 years or so, all the pictures you've seen on the ANTiSEEN records and the group photos and stuff, they were shot by Chris, and he shot what will be the group photo for the "Are You Sure Hank Done It This Way" single. But he's really bad off right now, and they could use any help they can get. Any amount whatsoever would be greatly appreciated. And I'd like to invite you to go by those links, and please do what you can. Man, look, we know everybody's struggling. nowadays. But we understand that. But if you could contribute anything, you'd be helping out a really, really good person and a good family. And so please do that for me if you would. And I want to thank everybody for the interest that has been shown in the debut record on Long Haired Weirdo Records, my Scott Savage release, Memento Mori. Been doing really well, and I thank you guys for posting your pictures of getting them, shooting your videos of your turntables, playing it and stuff. That stuff helps. It creates what they call in the business, because we are in the business, buzz. Don't it create buzz?
Buzz.
Yeah. So, now I know you guys are going to think, well, damn, Jeff Clayton, we get here every Tuesday at 5 o'clock wanting to break on through, man, and you're telling us you're gonna shorten it up today. And we do have to shorten it up. But I think you're going to enjoy the way we shorten it up. First of all, you're probably wondering, where the hell are you even? You're not in the Break On Through studios. You're right. But you want to go over there and get ready?
Sure.
All right. Mad Brother Ward's going to step over here. You remember I told you it'd probably be episode 200 before you see Sir Barry Hannibal again? Well, I got news for you. You're going to see him again here on episode number 101, and guess who else you're going to see? In addition to me, you're going to see Malcolm Tent here live. That is no jive. And I'm going to turn this telephone, camera, whatever the hell we're going to call it right this second, I'm going to turn it over to Jason Griscom, producer, director, filmmaker, and one of the greatest announcers in rock and roll history. And he's going to hold this phone for you because we got something for you. This is how we're going to move on out of here today. A special surprise for you, the viewers of Break On Through. Jason Griscom, come here, my friend. All right. There we go.